What's up, everybody? 4:45 on this Thursday afternoon. Just wanted to hop on Periscope real quick and just to share a couple of thoughts with you guys. If you don't know by now, my name is Pierre, and I'm doing something called hashtag Leaderscopes. The purpose of my Periscope episodes is to give you insights to help you live, learn, and lead with confidence. My Periscope is for leaders, so if you're serving in any leadership capacity in any way, really my Periscope is for you. So today I want to talk to you about something that we all have to deal with in our role as leaders. That as leaders, we all have to deal with critics. We all have to deal with skeptics. We all have to deal with naysayers. We all have to deal with people who, for some reason or another, will not like us, will not like the position that's been given to us, will not like the privilege that's been afforded to us. And you'll have to deal oftentimes with people who criticize your work, with people who look at you and say, man, how did you get that opportunity? How did you get that chance? And a lot of times they're really just jealous of you having an opportunity that they don't have. So today we're going to talk about how do we deal with critics? How do we deal with skeptics? How do we deal with naysayers? And we're only going to take a few minutes to do that. So if you're watching today, be sure to share this Periscope with somebody because it's really going to impact their leadership. So I want to talk to you today, guys, about somebody named Kristaps Porzingis. And you might have never seen this name before. Thanks for joining us, Bubbles. You might have never seen this name before, Kristaps Porzingis. But Kristaps Porzingis was the number 4 pick in the 2015 NBA draft. He was picked number 4 by the New York Knicks. Now, I remember watching on draft night, sitting there on the TV watching the NBA draft. I watch it just about every year. And when they called this guy's name, when they called Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia, when they called his name, people booed and booed and booed. There's even a YouTube video of a kid with a Knicks jersey crying and shaking his head, confused because he's trying to figure out how could they pick Kristaps Porzingis. How could they pick him number 4 in the NBA draft? The NBA has this sort of tradition of picking players from Europe who are taller players, who look good on film, who look good in a workout, but when they get in the game, they don't do very well. I'm from the Detroit area, and we picked a couple of years ago, the Detroit Pistons picked Darko Milicic, and everybody thought, man, he looks great on tape. He's going to be an excellent player in the NBA, but he didn't turn out so well, and he's not in the NBA today. So when they call Kristaps Porzingis, and everybody started booing, and Twitter just blew up, sports commentators and analysts says, man, this guy's going to be a bust. This guy's going to be a dud. There's no way that this guy is going to make a strong contribution to the NBA. And people were just, especially in New York, people were just going crazy about how this was a horrible pick, about how Phil Jackson made a terrible choice. And for weeks on end, Kristaps was dealing with critics. He was dealing with skeptics. He was dealing with naysayers. But it's interesting if you look at what he did. He didn't launch a social media assault asking people to give him a chance. He didn't lash back on Twitter saying, you've never seen me play in real life. You can't even pronounce my name. You don't know where I'm from. You don't know anything about me. Just give me a chance. Kristaps did not do that at all. The only thing that he did was work on his game and talk about his excitement for playing for the Knicks. The only thing that he did after they drafted him, even amid all the boos, even amid all the critics and skeptics and naysayers, the only thing that he did was continue to work on his game and say how fortunate and blessed that he was to play in the NBA. Continue to work on his game, and say how fortunate and blessed he was to play in the NBA. And you know, some people, they put the cameras in and watched a couple of practices and said, we're not quite convinced, but he looks good in practice. Let's see how he looks in a real game. And then the preseason games rolled around, and he held his own against some NBA stars, and he was making strong contributions to the team. And people say, oh, well, I'm not convinced yet. That's just the preseason. Let's see how this guy turns out in an NBA game. And game after game after game, Kristaps Porzingis showed up and made strong contributions to the New York Knicks. Now people are turning their responses around, and they're saying, oh, well, maybe I was wrong about Kristaps. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we should give him a chance. Maybe he'll make a strong contribution to the team. And that's what I like to call the Porzingis effect. The Porzingis effect is when there's a whole bunch of people that say that you can't make it, that you don't deserve your position, that you don't deserve your opportunity, that you don't deserve your chance, that you will not make a strong contribution, the Porzingis effect is that amid all of those critics and skeptics and naysayers, that you focus on doing a good job, and that you do a good job. You do your job so well that they actually change their story. Yeah, that's what the Porzingis effect is, simply that amidst the skeptics and critics and naysayers who said you can't do it and you won't do well, and sometimes who are jealous about your position, you work toward letting your work speak for itself. My work is going to speak for me. I don't have to defend anytime somebody says something negative about me. Anytime someone says that I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't have this chance, I shouldn't have this opportunity. I don't have to defend myself. I don't have to go crazy on social media. I don't have to post all types of obnoxious things or berating things, telling people that they don't know me or where I'm from or what I'm about. I don't have to do that. The only thing that I need to concentrate on doing, and Kristaps Porzingis shows this to us, the only thing that I need to concentrate on doing is letting my work speak for itself. I don't know in what capacity that you're leading or that you're thinking about leading. I don't know what opportunities that have been afforded to you. I don't know what critics or skeptics or naysayers that you have to deal with. I don't know what social media trolls are bothering you. The only thing I know is that the best thing for you to do is not to focus so much on your critics, but to focus on letting your work speak for yourself. And the Porzingis effect says that once people see how great a job that you're doing, how effective you are, how right the people who picked you and gave you the chance were, and putting that before you, once people see that, they're going to change their tune. And in the end, let's be honest, they might not like you in the end. They still might not like you in the end. But at the very least, they got to respect your work. So I want to challenge you that when you're dealing with critics, when you're dealing with skeptics, when you're dealing with naysayers, focus on letting your work speak for itself. Until next time, this has been Leader Scopes. See you guys later.